Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 137 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So for today's episode, I would like to get into capturing the remaining starters that I have not obtained yet, same thing with the Pseudo-Legends, event Pokemon, and a few other Pokemon around the Avium region, so yeah. Now, I will list off the Pokemon that I would like to capture. If you don't want to listen for whatever the reason may be, that's fine. Timestamp below, you could use that to skip on ahead, so yee. Now on to listing the starters first. I would like to get a Squirtle, Froakie, sorry not Froakie, we did that last episode with the Aquarium Quest. A Squirtle, Sobble, Chimchar, Grookey, and Litten. So I would like to get those 5 there. Now on to the Pseudo-Legends. I would like to get a Gibble, Larvitar, Goomy, and Beldum. I know there's Avium, Jangmo, and Bagon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about Dratini, honestly. I don't know if that's a thing or not within the game yet, but let's just stick to the 2 that I know about. I think those can only be caught and gotten during Karma Files chapter. If I'm wrong, that's fine. I'll wait till Karma Files to do some of those quests, so yeah. But anyways, those first pseudos I do want to get. Now, with the other Pokemon that I would like to capture, a mix of event Pokemon and regular Pokemon. I would like to get a Zora, not a long time viewer, but a viewer from one of the older episodes brought up that there is a event within Mirage Woods with a Zora, so I would like to get that guy there. Snorlax, Skarmory. I have to check if I got Skarmory or not. I don't remember if I did or didn't. Lapras, Avium Paris. Let's see. Emperor we did on the last episode, that's that Empoleon. A Feebas, Sneasel we already captured last episode as well when we were within Evergreen. Avium Feebas, Ralts, Klefki, Ghastly, right, we can't do that to the next episode when we go through the badge doors, right. And then I have Magikarp, Super Rod, Fish Guild. I think that's actually a quest. I think so, actually, so may not be able to do that one. But you get the point. We got quite a few Pokemon to capture, and we'll start off with Squirtle here. Now, of course, you want to go to Tele Resort and go all the way to Aquamarine Cave. You will need gourmet treats, so do keep that in mind as well. I think you actually need multiple for some of these. Just a heads up. So be prepared to spend a little bit of some cash. Now, I know I brought it up on a few episodes, and I'll say it a few more and then I'll cut it out, because I know I can get very, very repetitive at times. That's not true. I'm repetitive all the time. But the point is, if there are some videos on the channel, sorry, not videos, if videos on the channel start to like slow down, is what I'm trying to say. I worded my words weird. If I don't upload as consistently as I normally do, is what I'm trying to say, on the channel, it's probably because I have some things kind of going on, and oh, I guess you need a blast powder as well, sorry, because like on the original version you didn't really need blast powder in order to get the Squirtle. Now, if you don't know where to get some, I think the black market, not the black market, the underground, sorry, I'm thinking of Reborn, sorry. I think the underground does. I also believe that Zen Grunt within the pyramid area, I think still sells them. I might be mistaken on that. And I bet the mall as well would sell some. But anyways, right, if I'm not as consistent in the next like few weeks to a month, it's probably because I'm dealing with more important stuff, so yeah. I know I'm wording my words kind of like vaguely. I don't really like to get into like personal stuff that goes on in my life, but if things go from bad to worse, then my time needs to be elsewhere and not with YouTube and other things, so yeah. I also know, I believe I have a couple of trips coming up as well, so yeah. Again, I'll try to stay on top of it. I'm currently looking to pre-record a few episodes. I got a few of Stardew Valley done on the off chance that I won't be able to record for a little bit. Same thing with Rejuvenation. I'm working on this episode and I'm hoping to get a couple more pre-recorded. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. Squirtle looks at you with confusion and also much displeasure. Do you want to give Squirtle a gourmet treat? What? It looks like Squirtle absolutely hated it. In fact, it looks so displeased that it wants to take its anger out on you. Are you willing to challenge this little beast? Let the bloodbath begin. I got extremely lucky there. Beautiful. Because, if you didn't know, I'll re-say it again. I'm trying to get a shiny starter. Or, well, every starter as a shiny. So that was actually really cool. Let me save real quick, actually. But anyways, we have Squirtle there. So I guess that one only required one gourmet treat. But if I'm not mistaken, I remember some requiring multiple. It might be Tepig that I'm thinking about, but I know we already did that on one of the older episodes. Now, next up is the Chimchar, which it looks like here. Right, I was gonna show where to buy some charcoal. Now, you will need multiple charcoal if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 7 or 10, something of the sort. I believe the mall sells them, but if you're not able to get into the mall, I can't help but think the underground. Was there an area over here that takes you to the underground? I don't quite remember. I might be mistaken. Sorry, I don't quite remember. Because, like, I'm still kind of, like, getting used to, like, the layout and all. Maybe it was one of these homes. Or, like, houses on over here. Let me see. Was it you? Yes, it's this one. Let me see if one of the vendors... Was it this building? I don't know why. I thought there was a person down here that, like, sold stuff. Not him, but... No, you do the hard skill stuff. Maybe I'm going crazy, actually. Let me look around real quick. Okay, I found it. It's, this shop in here. So... Oh, 9,800. That seems like a lot, but whatever. I'll just buy a few more just in case. Alright, since we're already over here, what was it again? Right, here's the blast powder that you could buy. I believe... I don't remember what it was, but I think for the Ralts, I would buy metal powder, cell battery. I don't know if you need a magnet. I would buy a magnet just in case if you're able to. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, but what was I? Right, with the Ralts. I don't remember what it was. I would say buy these three just in case, and then if you need that, you could definitely buy these. Plus, mining the rocks and using this gets you more items, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that. And I don't think it's quick powder that you need. If you want to buy some, just in case you can, but I think it's like it's one of these, like, two. So I just buy all three of them just in case for the Ralts event. Oh right, and you need a regular Pokeball. So do keep that in mind when we get to that point. Okay, so we bought the charcoal there. I wouldn't be able to fly on out of here, would I? No, I wouldn't. Okay, let's head on over here. And let's go get a chimchar. Back on over here. And where was he again? Up here, I believe. There's a certain way that we have to get to him. Grab that there. Okay. This chimchar looks like it's not doing so great. It points to a very used bit of charcoal in its hand. It counts 12 on its fingers as best as it can. Maybe it's trying to tell you something. So... oh. Did it take... oh, so it takes all 12 at once. Okay. So I guess I was wrong. It wasn't like 7 or 10. It's 12, so... bro. Please. There we go. It's free as nature intended. My monkey now. Now, I know I brought up like the starter thing, getting like a shiny for each one. For the ones that, of course, aren't going to be shiny, like first try like I did with the Squirtle, I'm just gonna breed for a shiny. I could re-roll, but I'll just do that off screen, honestly, just to save like time and whatnot. So I'll just do that later. So we got ourselves a Squirtle there. Sorry, Chimchar. Not Squirtle. Next up is a Sobble. That's going to be all the way on Route 4 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go on ahead to Akua Town here. Oops. Where was you again? You're on one of these. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, he's a little bit hidden under the lily pad there. And you're pretty much just kind of following him around. Grab that there. Not a bad move, honestly. Then I guess this one doesn't require gourmetry. Okay. Not complaining. Not complaining at all. Okay, let's go for an Ultra Ball here. Nice. I'm glad so far they're not giving too much of an issue capturing wise. Alright, there is like this little like rift here that's kind of like hidden. I think it actually has some decent Pokemon, sorry, like Noivern. I think there's like a few other like decent ones over here. The Rantis isn't terrible. Rapidash ain't too bad either, so yeah, if you want to check that out, you can. Okay, so we got Squirtle, Sobble, and Chimchar. I guess we'll do Grookey next. By the way, is it Grookey or Grookey? I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. Something of the sort. But this one, we gotta go all the way to the temple, if I'm not mistaken. And I think... I don't remember if you need a gourmet trait or not for this one. I'm not certain, actually. I guess we'll find out, though. So, it's been a minute since I've been on over here. That's closed for now. I think we mainly need to get to, like, where those... oh goodness, the tornado cyclone puzzles are. Let's see. I think we're going the right way. Yeah, they're right on over there. So I'll save here real quick. And you mainly just gotta be, as you can see, I was not careful. You just gotta be careful of the cyclones. And then... yeah, okay, so you do need a gourmet treat. And then... oh wait, whoops. I need to go for this first. I gotta say, it actually looks like a really cool Pokemon. I'm not super knowledgeable with like the new Pokemon. I actually like its sprite. I know like nowadays like the Pokemon are like 3D and whatnot. I don't know, I really miss like the 2D like pixel style, honestly. I know some may like the 3D, like I get it, like it's new and whatnot, but I'll always prefer these like 2D, like pixel, kind of like Pokemon games, whether it's fan made games or official ones, you know? Especially like Black and White, I think that one did it extremely well. But anyways, Litten is the final one, so we need to go to East Giron City. And... sorry, wrong spot. We'll go for that there, and then use the Dole Key. Now, the Dole Key, if I'm not mistaken, on the Team Zen ship where Augustus is on Terrajuma, I believe it's at the very like top area. That's where the Dole Key is, if you're curious. So we'll give him a gourmet treat. I guess her a gourmet treat. And Super Fang here. And nice. Now, just to make sure, because I'm known to be wrong many times. I just want to look at this real quick, because I have a little section made for them. So water's over here, Squirtle. I guess, hold up, I'm doing this the more complicated way, or the long way I should say. Let's just multi-move. Okay. You would normally go right here. Chimchar, Typhlosion, Blaziken, Chimchar. Litten would normally go here. Sobble would go here. Right, and of course I have those there. I think that's right. 7, 8, 16, 24. Yeah, I think I got it all actually. I think so. Nice. Now, of course, like I mentioned before, I will need to get well, let me multi-move these back. One, 2, 3, 4. Was it only the 4? I thought there was 5. Squirtle, Sobble, Chimchar, Rookie, Litten. Oh, right, because Squirtle. We got lucky on that one. Right. Okay. With these on back, because I'll do some breeding and get the shinies of those. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the starters. Now on to the pseudo legends. I think we'll get Beldum on out of the way first, because that's probably the more tricky one. So let's go on over here real quick and give a little explanation. Well, before that, where's my gather cube? $16,750. I think I have enough. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 12,000 something. Pretty much, you have to go to Cairo here, and, or sorry, Cairo? I don't know why I say Cairo. Cairo here, and you pretty much like, sorry, not that. Actually, nothing I really would use, honestly. Bulletin may be decent. Actually, I think I bought some of these already. But the point is, you're gonna want to buy fragments from that guy there. And, like these, for an example, whether you battle them or don't, you pretty much collect red essence from the rift. But you need the fragments in order to toss it on in there. And, of course, you know, collect that. So, you will need... I think it's like 12,000. If I'm wrong, I apologize. We'll find out pretty soon here. But anyways, you want to head all the way to... I think Genobi? Because like back then... Actually, no. I think you gotta go to the pier. Yes, you gotta go to her, the ranger there, so you can get the heliojack. I'm sorry, I'm mixing it up with like the old version, where it used to be called like the wetlands. And I'm pretty sure you were able to fly there. Might be mistaken though. But there should be a... Let's see if I can find it. Right, an area with strength. Push that on down. Save right here. And this old den is old and decrepit. It's lost all of its luster. Throw in some red essence. Okay, so it's 15,000. Sorry, not 12, 15. The den seems to be brimming with energy. All it needs is a rift fragment. Throw down the rift fragment. And then save right here. And that's pretty much how you get yourself a Beldum. Now, I remember on the older version that this battle was insanely annoying because you actually had to get Beldum down to like, I think 25%, or was it 25 or 10%, somewhere around there. And I think with it having that one move that, or maybe it got rid of that one move that does like recoil damage to it, it just made it really, really tricky and really annoying to capture. I forgot exactly what it was on the older version, but yeah. I remember my sister, we were playing the game together, and she actually managed to get a shiny because she loves the shinies within these games. But when it kind of like died, she was not happy at all. And I kind of told her that, in all honesty, you just have to breed for it. There's no other way to go about it. Like this, it just, back then, it was so tricky. But anyways, I'm a little worried of Super Thing again, but I'm going to. If it'll let me. There we go. Oh, right, I forgot. The Mr. Luck Technique contract. I wanted to do that with the pseudos. That's okay. I'll do it with like Garchomp and a few of the other ones. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just pause here, by the way. Alright, we finally got it. I normally name mine mainframe. Oh? Something came out of the den building was Zen waste. Oh, right. In order to get the Avium Paris, I think you need that Zen waste if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I might be mistaken though. But yeah, anyways, let me actually, sorry, wrong spot. Let me go to Mr. Luck. Actually, before that, I just want to double check. Because I know Metagross does not have a gender. Oh right, I forgot. It is going to be a shadow Pokemon, so you do need to purify it. I think we have a few. Caro sells them, by the way. Yeah, the Joy Sense. So you just kind of... There we go. And then we had the Sheridan. I guess it was fine to like come on back here anyways, because we had to do that. Purify this guy here. Okay. Yeah, it could be worse nature. Not the best, but it could be worse. Okay, so... Kind of curious though. Kind of curious. I just want to make sure... Okay, cool. And I think the shiny is... I think it's like a really cool like orange and purple. I guess honestly I could just like late build them there because I'll do that later anyways. Okay, cool. So, right, Mr. Luck. I want to go... How much was that Technique contract? What was it again, like 10, 12? It is a little bit pricey if I remember correctly. And I want to know how it works. Oh, it's only 3. Technique contract times 3. This will make Pokemon more difficult to capture for your next 20 encounters, but they will have rare moves. What do you say? I see. I kind of want to redo the build and then that's okay. How much is it? Oh wait. I think it was only 3. So that's not bad. More difficult, but for 20 encounters, so... Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? It'd be wild to get a not a Garchomp, sorry. A Gibble with like DD or something ridiculous like that. I wouldn't be against it. But I highly doubt you'd be able to do something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Just to make sure. Okay, I'm at 0. Now, the Gibble that we're about to get here, It does... Voice crack there, sorry. Wrong spot. Also, is there a quicker way on over there? Yes, there is. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. We did on the last episode, by the way, the Gibble quest, the Lux apartment one. So if you're unsure how to do that, I did it on the last episode, and I do have a old video, I think from like 3-4 years ago, going over that quest. It's the exact same way as V13.5. So yeah. Okay, so save here. I'm just kind of curious. That's insane. Or do they all have Stealth Rock? I don't know. I like the idea of rocks on a Gibble. But I don't know, actually. Hidden power, that's interesting. But I really like the idea of rocks. That's really cool. Because you have Earthquake. I like that too. I actually like that a lot. Okay, yeah, this was worth it. But I can see you're going to be pretty annoying. See, but the thing that sucks though is... I really want a shiny for everyone. Because like if I breed, I don't know if it'll carry on the moveset. That I don't know. But anyways, I'll pause here until I capture it. Okay, finally got it. So I'm kind of curious. I guess I'll just go for Tailwind. So maybe it only has like the same... Well, that's different. The last one didn't have Scary Face. So let me... Okay, that's a move we've seen before. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this. Secret power, that's new. Is that all it's gonna go for? Okay. Confined. I'd like to see some other moves from it though. I didn't mean to do that. Rocks. Interesting. I mean, I guess like either way, I'm happy with this guy. Stealth Rock, Earthquake. Iron Head isn't terrible, honestly. Yeah, interesting. I'd have to check it out with like the breeding, if like it'll carry on that moveset. It'd be nice if it did, but I'm not super knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, but anyways, let's just go into the next one then. So, next one is... I guess we can do Larvitar. Might as well. Oh. Actually, no, there's a healing station in here. Right. Sorry, not there. Here we go. Now I know this area has got me mixed up a few times, and I do apologize because I'm still like new to this layout, but it's somewhere. I know I found it before. It's just finding it again. No, it wasn't there. Was it on over here? I don't think I'm going in the right spot. Yeah, it's a lighthouse, alright. Was it this? Yes, okay, here we go. So we should have the... Yes, the contract should still be up. So let's see for an example. Lear. It's an interesting move. Also interesting. Well, that kind of sucked. I mean, Outrage isn't a terrible move, but I don't really want Outrage on a Larvitar. Not really, no. Alright, second try. Now, I'm doing this because I'm also curious. Okay, so it still has Ancient Power. That's a different move there. Okay, it's still one for Outrage. So I wonder if it, when you do that, like, it doesn't randomize the moves, like, it's always, like, preset pretty much. Like, that's what it's going to be. Outrage, Leer, Ancient Power, Taunt. Wait, did it go for Leer? Maybe the first battle it did. I don't remember. Now, if I remember, if you run, it just... That kind of, like, sucks, too, that it, like, disappears like that. Like, I wish you could just, like, re-roll. But what if I did that? Yeah, it's, like, gone. Okay. Alright, number 3. Oh. Well, this would certainly save me time. Okay, Leer. See, well that's a different move there. Could you go for any other move, please? Okay, Ancient Powers. We've seen that before. And Outrage, yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess we can capture this one then. Unless it dies by confusion. Oh, nope. And normally I like to name you Broly. Okay. Let me take a peek here. Outrage, Ancient Power, Frustration. So maybe what it is like Outrage, Ancient Power, Leer is like the original moves, but Frustration is like the oddball? Or maybe it is Outrage. I don't really know, honestly. I am not really certain. Regardless, surprisingly that was pretty easy to capture. Okay, let's get on out of this world. Somehow. Oh right, I can't do that. I think I could just surf on out of here, like this. Yes. And then should be over here. Next up, I would like to get a Beldum, Larvitar, Gibble, Gumi's the final one. And that's all the way. Now you can only get a Gumi if you've completed this quest, so do keep that in mind. And of course I have a video going over the completion of this quest, if you would like to check it out. Right, Cybernav, sorry. We'll just do 1000. Okay. I don't know how many more encounters I still have. I'm kind of just looking around for a shiny. Would be kind of nice to see. I guess either way, let me see the moves. Protect. I don't know if I normally get Sleep Talk. Water Gun. I also wonder if I'm doing like the technique and all wrong. Like I know like I'm not expecting anything like busted, like I don't know, like a Draco Meteor Gumi, but Rain Dance. I mean like they kind of seem like normal moves for the most part. The Gibble I will say is different because I don't think it normally got Stealth Rock and Earthquake, not that I know of. So to me, like, that's different. But I wonder if it's only for, like... But it said, like, for 20 encounters. I'm pretty sure I used up all the encounters at this point. Oh, well. I'm gonna run with this guy. Oh. Nice. I have no confidence in any of them doing... any damage to it, because it'll definitely OHKO it. Actually, do I have any, like, PP ups? That I, like, got from somewhere? Here we go. I'm stupid, right? Alright, wait, not a love ball. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Apologies for that. I totally forgot about that. That you couldn't use like an ether either. My bad. I'll just pause here until I capture it. Okay, thankfully it didn't take too many tries. So yeah. Now, a cool thing that I learned is a longtime viewer, he was telling me that you can actually get a Hisuian Gudra by evolving Gumi within this area, if I'm not mistaken. So if you would like one, there you go. I don't know if this Suian, what are the stats on it actually? Because I'm not certain actually. So Hisuian is Dragon Steel. It's kind of interesting because they don't really look much different at all. Just a little shell on its tail. Is it like the same stats? No, not the same stats. A little bit slower, but more on the defense and special defense. Well, no, sorry, special defense has always been the same, but defense is 100 versus 70. Level 50 during rain, level 50. And Legends RC's right. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if I will use one. I might, but I prefer regular over the other one, honestly. Okay. I think that's all the pseudos there. So then, I guess on to the regular ones. Mirage Woods is... Oh goodness, where's Mirage Woods? Here. Because they brought up there is an event with like a Zork and a cave. So I guess we'll start with that one then. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I went around Mirage Woods, I found the area, I didn't see a Zora there, and then it finally clicked to go to some of the older episodes, and I actually found the video where I captured the Zora. I looked around the PC like, wait a minute, where even is it? Like, I don't even see it anywhere. And I felt pretty stupid when I came across this guy right here. So I guess he or she that made that comment on one of the older episodes probably didn't really make it to episode 39, which is fine. But they brought up that in Mirage Woods you can get yourself a Zora by doing a quest, and it looks like I already did that, so yee. I assume by that comment, for some reason, that I might have forgotten it, so I went to go back to double check, but yes, we've already did that, and sorry for that sound there, I hit my light there, sorry, but anyways, yeah, we already did the quest, we already got it, so yee. And if you don't know, go to episode 39, it's over there. Okay, so with that being done, let's head on over to... there's quite a few Pokemon, honestly. I kind of want to try sticking to some of the more vent Pokemon. Let's head over the Route 7. I believe we have to go to Kevlin to buy the flute. We're going to go on ahead and get ourselves a Snorlax. I believe his home is all the way here. Now it is a pretty pricey flute, so do keep that in mind. Interested in that Pokeflute? A trainer of culture and taste I see. I got that Pokeflute from a friend in the Kanto region. Snorlax are indigenous to the Kanto region. They like to eat heavily and then sleep all day. It became quite cumbersome for the people of Vermilion City. You have a Snorlax? Why do you have one? Well, at first I bought it for the novelty. It looked nice in my house, but then Munchlax in the area evolved into Snorlax and started causing trouble. Whenever it blocks the path of trainers, I bring this flute to play it. But I'm getting old, I can't keep up with that thing anymore. I also don't want to just part with it. I read that wrong, sorry. Tell you what, I'll sell you this item for a price, then I'll use that money to buy another one. This is an antique, so I won't be part with it for nothing. I'll hand it over for 45,000. And sold. Pleasure doing business with you. I'm glad I was able to fix those tracks for you all. Alexandra's helped me in the past, so I owed it to her. You're friends with her, aren't you? Any friend of Alexandra is a friend of mine. Okay, so once you buy the Poke Flute, you want to go to... Oh, wait. Sorry. Not there. I guess, like, right here. We pretty much want to head on over to... Why am I forgetting the name? Oh my goodness, I'm blinking. I don't want to walk in there and see it. I'm gonna do it anyways. Honeck Woods, right. Right. So pretty much where that one quest happened with you and Dr. Jenkle, you want to go on over here and get this guy to wake up. For a moment. Poor kids. They just want to have fun and dance. Okay, so we'll go on ahead and weaken this guy down. And sorry for my dog there. Alright, cool. So we got that guy down. I guess the music still plays. Oh, I guess we're alright. Good. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Let's see here. I guess we can get the... We're sticking to more vent Pokemon. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. Let's get the Raltson out of the way, honestly. Because I think that's actually in a new location. Because back then it used to be within like the wetlands where Heliojack Island is now. But I think it's on down here. Now you can only get Ralts by doing the events within not Gyarados Mountain, Valor Mountain with you, Tesla, Amber, and starts with the letter M. Why am I forgetting her name? Matalis. Right. Whoop. Her name is on the floor. On the mat there, sorry. I feel dumb for that one. But anyways, whatchamacallit. Right, you go under there, there's like an event with like Kyogre, and you have to battle it, save them, and then she gives you the key to this area. If you've already progressed through the story, skipping out on that, you cannot like go back to redo it. Once you skipped it, that's it. You cannot go back. So if you missed out, that sucks, because there really isn't any other way to get the key. From my like knowledge. But anyways, okay, so this is all new. Machine requirements: 3 cell batteries, 1 metal powder, 1 regular Pokeball. Listed Zen ID. So I wonder if that's the code for the one Volcanion thing. I don't know actually. Because like there's like a code you can input like skip the battle, but I don't think there ever is a way to do that. Maybe there is. Maybe it's that. I don't really know though. But anyways, I do apologize in advance. I am new to this. So that does that. I kind of want to... Yeah, here we go. I see this. Ancient Teachings. Okay. And then open case. Press it. Alon inserted 3 cell batteries, 1 metal powder, 1 Pokeball into the machine. Installing data into a readable disk. Pokeball recognized. Now, I will say this. I brought it up towards the beginning. Somewhat with going back to the underground. The items that I inputted in there, you can buy them within the underground. So Yeah. And by the way, with the Pokeball, it has to be a Pokeball. It cannot be like an Ultra Ball, a Love Ball, Dive Ball, etc., etc. It must be a Pokeball. Why that is, I have no clue. But it just is what it is. But, yeah, we'll go on ahead and get this guy there. And then I'll probably just breed for a shiny one. Okay, so with that being done, I think we can get on out of here this way. Or not. Okay, am I blind? That does that. That does that. Okay, let's not step on that. There we go. Okay, so that does it for Ralts there. Next up we can... Alright, sorry for the pause there. You know what, I guess since we're over here, let's just get the Avian Paris. Might as well since we're on over here. I forgot, was it over here? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, here we go. Now I think... Yes, we do have the one Zen Waste. I think it's only the one that you need. I think. I'm not really certain. But we're about to learn. How do I get up there again? Oh, this way. So I guess since I'm over here... I'm just gonna... Sorry, little guy. I'll admit, you took the hit pretty well. That's Grimer for you, though. Bruh. Please move. Can you just not even get down there then? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Let me save here just in case. It seems like this Pokemon is asleep. Would you like to sprinkle some spice powder on Paris? Paris did not appreciate that. Oh, so you don't need the Zen Waste then? I thought you needed Zen Waste for the Paris. No, wait. It's how you evolve it, I believe. Into the Parasect, right. I think that's what it is. We got pretty lucky that it's a shiny. It looks really cool. Really fitting for what's on down here. Nice. But yeah, it looks like you do need some spice powder, which you could buy on Terrajuma. Okay, so let's get on out of here. And then I guess we can go for the... Since we're kind of near Sheridan... Yeah, let's get the Avium Lapras then. Might as well. I don't know if I'll really use it, but I think it's a pretty solid, like, typing in Pokemon overall. It really isn't too bad. Now, I don't quite... I think I need a Pokemon with Earthquake. which we actually do. So let's head on over to Amist Cave. Right, it's over here. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember where it was. It's been a minute. Head on down here. I believe we want to go... Yes. Wait. Yes. Maybe. I don't really know. I think I'm going the right way. So that leads there. There should be like a rock climb here. Giant crystal swaying. Right, now I need to... I think go for Earthquake? There we go. There's a force of energy in the middle of this crystal. Disturb the energy. For a moment. It's actually really cool. Little like event there. See if we can... Okay, I don't really... I think it could take an Earthquake from a Gibble. I'm not really... Oh. I was gonna say, I'm not really gonna chance it. I don't think an Air Slash would take it out. Yeah, but I don't wanna accidentally take it out though. I really don't think it would. Okay, you're pretty annoying. I will give you that. Yeah, we're fine. Now we should be good. Okay, so we got that guy there. Cool, cool. Alright, I need to turn that off. So with that being captured, I would like to get... Not really sure yet, actually. Let me just pause here and get on out of here. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, had to go do some things, but right, back to capturing some Pokemon. Since we're on Route 2, let's go get ourselves a Avian Feebas and a Klefki. Now, I think for Klefki, if I read this correctly, you need a Pokemon with Headbutt. So let me go on ahead and grab this guy here. And let's go to Route Z. Okay, so wrong spot, sorry. Here we go. Now there's actually quite a few interesting Pokemon within like the grass area, so I would definitely take a look at it if you wish to do so. Now, is it any tree? I know there's like a specific one that normally are headbutt trees. I just gotta... Actually, just to double check. Yeah, you have headbutt. Let's see. I feel like it stand out to me, but it really isn't right now. Maybe I read it wrong. But I thought there was a thing that on a headbutt tree you can get a clef key. I don't know. But I guess for now, let me see here. If the avian Feebas is here. It might require like a super rod or something actually. I'm not too certain if that's the case. I kind of have a feeling you need a super rod for this guy. Yeah, I'll give it a try actually, once I get to the shore. Okay. Let me try this. Not a terrible Pokemon. Not what I'm looking for though. There we go. Okay, so yeah, looks like a super rod is required. Perfect. So we got one of you, but I'm kind of curious about this headbutt tree. Because I thought that it said that you have to headbutt a tree, but I haven't really found a tree that I could do that on. Okay, I went around maybe not every tree, but a lot of trees. I can't really get any of them to do anything with headbutt. When I looked at the guide just to double check, I have it right here. So it looks like with a, right, the good or super rod, so that is right, is how you get an avian Feebas, but under it, clef key headbutt. But I'm not finding any trees on Route Z to actually headbutt. Unless there's like one specific tree that I missed, that's very possible. I'm just gonna skip out on the clef key just to keep it simple. I got the avian Feebas, I'm happy. We have a meow stick for screen, so all is well. Okay, so we'll take a break from clef key for now and go back to it at some given point. I would like a clef key because it is a very solid Pokemon, but again, we do have a meow stick with Prankster, so all is fine. Okay, so with that being caught, we can... Let's go grab the Skarmory real quick, actually. And then we'll wrap it up with the Evergreen area, because I think that's where the regular Lapras is, and how you get a Feebas. Okay, so let's go to the outskirts here. Now, I know I kind of wanted a shiny Skarmory. I don't think I'm going to re-roll, honestly. I'll just grab the one that I see here, and then just kind of run with it. You know, I could do... Sorry, I didn't mean to whisper there. I could do... I kind of thought about the contract, but I don't think I'll do it for Skarm. We'll just keep it simple. I know he's around... I think we gotta go a little more further up here. Right, he should be right here. Now, of course, Skarmory is a very solid Pokemon, very defensive. Roost, Spike, Stealth Rock, etc., etc. Very solid. Well, I don't think it gets Stealth Rock by level up, but I believe it does get Spikes. I think so. Oh, right, I forgot the heal. That's okay. Interesting move. I'll just pause here. Alright, so we got ourselves a Skarmory here. Send that to the PC. And now, 2 more Pokemon. Let me just double check. Lapras and Feebas. We're waiting on Klefki. Ghastly we can't do right now until we do the Doors quest next episode. Magikarp I don't think we're able to do unless we start that quest, which is a Karma Files thing, so we can't do that yet. At least I think so. And then... yeah, right, we're skipping on the Klefki. Okay, so 2 more. Lapras and Feebas. Now, I probably could skip out on the Lapras, however, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I like Lapras. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. Now, actually, let me do this first. Right, I should probably... put you back, put you on over there. And... yeah, you should be fine. Now, I think there's like some sort of like puzzle thing with the both of them. It's been... honestly, it's been many years since I've done this. Let me do the Lapras first. I think it's on one of these... like, islands. That's for the submarine. I can't do that now. Well, I can, but I won't. That'll be for next episode. Let me see if I can remember where Lapras is. That's for the Jinx quest. We already did that one. I think it's this one, actually. Oh, whoops. Do you want to know secret? Isn't it in... oh. About the secret. The secret of Evergreen Cave Silly. They say that a rare Pokemon sleeps at the bottom of the cave. When I try to use Dive, I would just hit a closed pathway. Perhaps that door only opens when there's no water present. No water. Oh, right. Yeah. You need, oh goodness. A Pokemon with, I think Ice Beam or Blizzard? I think only Blizzard works, actually. Let me... yeah, Freeze Dry. Not what I'm looking for, though. You gotta have it. Yes. We will use Obama, then. Oh, right. I'm not really into politics, but I wonder what Obama's doing right now. Okay. Blizzard. There we go. Alright, it's one of these kind of puzzles. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, is it one of those, like, similar to the... yeah, I bet it's similar to Avian Lapras. Yeah. That you also have to Earthquake the room, perhaps? Is in that... yes, here we go. Oh, whoops. Let me turn this off. There we go. Nice. Level 50, not too bad either. I can go... I'm a little bit worried, but it's only level 50, so I should be okay. That actually did a little more than I thought it would have. I kind of wonder if it has a nature that increases the special attack. Because that Hydro did a good amount. Could just be me overthinking though. Okay. Probably should have done something a little different, but that's okay. I probably could go for like Signal Beam or something, but I don't want to be risky with this guy. I'm curious though. Yeah, I was wrong. Okay. I don't know why, it seemed to do quite a bit, the Noivern. Okay, so with that being captured, we can actually... Oops. I want to re-heal the team real quick. And back here. And I think Feebas is in here. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it has been years since I've done this. So bear with me, please. So I see... If I go down, that doesn't do anything for me. Oh, I just saw that. Okay, my bad. Well, if that's the case, then... Do I have to do something similar? Like the other one then? Like Earthquake and some of those rocks will break? Yes, okay. Okay. I was about to say. Now before we go over there, I want to look up here. Okay, so, right, that just gets you... the Z cell. Central. I guess if you're looking for like a Sandshrew to donate to that one lady, I think in Teleresort? No, Crystalline Town. I believe she's looking for one and she'd trade a... And sorry for that sound there, that's my chair in the desk. I think she was trading one for an... Not an avian, sorry. A Alolan Vulpix, so if you want to do that and you have not, I would recommend you do so. Because Alolan Ninetales is a very solid Pokemon. Okay, so I see... I see this here. And the only way that makes sense is there. Because the other way, it would just get, like, stuck up here pretty much, so... Now before I do... anything else... Okay, there's like multiple... Oh, that's how you get this guy. Probably should have caught him. Yeah, I mean, it's not... I don't see it being a Pokemon I would use, but I mean... With it having Shell Smash, it could definitely be something useful, potentially. In my mind, I'm thinking I probably won't ever use one, but... I don't know, though. Girder... I'll just pause here. Okay, this is gonna be kind of awkward. I accidentally had the speed up on. I beat the one trainer. I accidentally walked into the hole. There was a deep sea tooth. Let me put my cursor right here. Right here on the Pokeball. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, I guess that... I don't know what I did, but I did something. Yeah, apologies for that. I did see that, whatchamacallit, that thing on the, I did that twice, sorry. The thing in the ground, so I would assume, if I remember correctly, I think the rock has to go there, or well, the boulder, I should say. And then, I think that's where the Feebas is, if I remember correctly. I do see that Pokeball there, though. You know what, screw it. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. So that brings me here. So I bring... Sorry, so I assume... Yeah, that brings me back up here. Okay, let me just get these trainers. Well, that was an interesting sound. I don't know why that just sounded weird to me. Whoops. Muddy Water's better. I think what I'll do real quick is, let me just pause here. Yeah, I'll just pause and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I decided just to battle all the trainers in the room just to not deal with them anymore. Okay, so that led to the deep sea tooth, right? Just to double check real quick. Yes. So I probably should not do the boulder there. It's a rock covered in ice. Touching it will make you freeze. Oh, maybe for like, oh goodness, whatchamacallit. You, perhaps? Well, real quick, what's your... Okay. I'm just kind of curious. Actually, I should save real quick. No? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Put you back then. It's gotta be for something. Okay. Back to the task at hand. Wait, I saw that Pokeball. I actually kind of want that. Oh, so I guess you can get a deep sea scale this way too. You know what I bet? Since this, I don't think this area really changed much since some of like the older versions. I bet that was like the only way at that given time to actually get a oh goodness, Gorbis and a Huntail. I bet that's what that is. Because in my mind I'm like, that's really random, but then I'm like, actually not really. That's probably the only way that it was back then. Okay, so let me think about this. The rock is there. If I did that, it'd be stuck right here, so I don't think we want to push it to that one. Well, this one's not going to happen. Well, actually, no. Where do you go? So, if it's like here, for an example, and I just land, let's just say somewhere else. Like, push it here. But it can't go... Let me think. I can't push down because it just stays stuck. One. No. I don't think it's that one. So if I did it here, so what, push it there, and then go here, push it, but it all ends here. That's where I'm getting lost at, because, like... Well, you know what? Stop overthinking. I need to get better at this. Stop overthinking. Just do. Just do. Wrong spot. Sorry. Okay. So no matter what, it's gotta go like that. One down, careful. Let's leave it there for a second. I'm gonna break that one there. Let's just see what happens. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so... It's not gonna be that one. Does it reset? It does not reset. So it's just... okay, it's just gonna be there. So I guess we'll just get on out of here. Alright, redo that again. So... yeah, you're out of Earthquake if I'm not mistaken. Also, I know I'm being really slow, I apologize. I should know this, but it's been so many years since I've done this. Okay. So that does that. Oh right, I gotta turn that off. So that does that. I don't know why I didn't capture it, but I didn't. Okay. So the boulder goes there. We go with it. So we push it. Just be careful with that. I see. So break that. Break that. I guess this is fine too. I was thinking if I pushed it over there, I can go and loop like that and push it more. I'm thinking... I might be overthinking it. I probably am. I think we want to get it over there. One, two... Let me save real quick. Okay. That does that. If I go down this way... Okay, so it's right there. The thing that intrigues me is I see this spot here. Which means, yeah, that there and that there would get it stuck. So I think that farther area was the right one. Hopefully. And we gotta get it to that hole down there. Okay, so I think we go here. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. So I've pushed there, down. Push to here. Can I? Yes, I can. Yes, it would have to go. Yep, okay. Here, there. One down. I just want to make sure I don't get it. I'll get rid of some of these. I'm gonna break this. So then... Yes, okay, cool. Cool. Apologies for that taking longer than it should have, but... We're done. So now... Beautiful. Go on ahead and throw a Pokeball. Nice. And I think Feebas is the only... Well, I don't know if it's the only one that's over here. But it seems to be. Okay, cool. Good. So I think with that being said and done, I think that'll be it for today's episode. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't really think so. We're definitely way over an hour, but that's okay. We got most of the Pokemon that I wanted to capture. We got the pseudo-legends, we got the starters that I wanted, we got a few other event Pokemon, and a few other, random Pokemon that I think will do good for the PC, so yeah. Now for the next episode. Like I mentioned before, it's going to be the final one, getting into a lot of different, like, side quests, more so, I guess, like, events more than anything, but I guess technically they are side quests, some of them. The first one, well, I don't know if it'll be in this order, but I'll just list them off on what I have here. We have the Badge Doors event, or side quest, whatever you want to call or word it. We have the dive spots for Heliojack Island and Aquamarine Cave. I think those two I'm going to say for last, because they are very, very interesting with the lore and whatnot within the game. We have Strange House, and then we have the submarine quest with Jolene. So yeah, I think since we're actually on over here, we'll start off with the submarine quest, get that done, and then move into the next one. So yeah, I love you guys, take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.